Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making a DIY ring light which I will use for the purpose of doing YouTube videos, but this light can be used as a multi-purpose light. Here are some of the items that I'll use to make the light. I'll be using a drill, and this is the lighting fixture. It came in the pack and there are 5 of them. They came along with their connectors or their receptacle. Yes, so this is the receptacle and the light. It's the holder or the receptacle. For the purpose of this video, I just call it the receptacle. And also there are other hardware that came. I think there are some screws. So this is a screw. There are screws in the pack. And there are cable clips in the pack as well. And I'll be using a jigsaw to cut a circle from a board. So now I'm going to set my lighting fixture aside and just get started. So these are my receptacle. I will use an old bucket cover to make a circle. I'll use the cover as a template to make the circle. So now I'll just place my receptacle on the bucket cover to see if it is wide enough. Then I'll just cut a board exactly the same size as the bucket cover. So now that it is perfectly fine and okay, I am going to cut my board. So this is the board that I've cut, and I'm lining up my receptacle on the board to see if the size is correct before I move forward. Now I'm going to use my compass to make a circle in the middle of the board. I'm making this circle so that the cords will be able to pass through this circle. So now that I've finished making my circle, I'm going to use the old-fashioned way to make a hole in the middle of the circle. I did not have a drill bit to make a hole, so I'm using a hammer and a screwdriver to make a hole wide enough so that the jigsaw blade can pass through for me to cut out another circle. So this is wide enough for the jigsaw blade can pass through it. So here I've cut out my circle and I'm lining up my receptacle again because I do not want to make any mistakes to make sure they can fit. So now it's sanding time, and I'm using a medium sandpaper to sand down the rough edges. So when I'm finished sanding, I'm going to take it outside to spray paint it in silver. I'm making sure that all the edges are smooth enough. So now this is my spray paint. It's a metallic Krylon silver spray paint that I will use. So I'm going to take it outside now and I'm going to spray paint my board. I'll be back shortly. So this is how the board looks after it has been spray painted. So now it's time for me to attach the fixture. So I'm lining up my receptacle with the open slot positioned in the middle of the board so that the cable end can pass through the middle. So now it's time for me to screw them down. I'm going to use my screw along with my drill and screw down all 5 receptacles. Now that I'm finished screwing down all my 5 receptacles, it's time for me to connect the lighting fixture. So I'm placing the cord through each end of the receptacle. Then when I'm through, I'm going to connect the other opposite end of the cord in the middle. As you can see, I am connected the opposite end of the cord in each of the lighting fixture. Now I'm going to turn over my light and I'm going to connect the main cord to the last end of the cord. So now it's time for me to remove some of the labels. I'm not going to remove all the labels because by right you're not supposed to remove labels from your extension cord. So I'm going to leave one on the main cord. Now I am going to use my cable clip to hold down the cord. At this point you have to be very gentle because you may break the light on the opposite end. So I'm using my hammer to hold on the cord in place with my cable clips. This part is pretty technical and time consuming. Now that I'm through using all my cable clips to hold on the cord, I'll show you the finished product of my light looks. And here it is. This is how it looks when the light is on. It is pretty bright and beautiful, and I think it will serve the purpose that it intends to serve. I'll show you how it looks also on my tripod stand. I've used some tie strap to attach it to the stand. So here's how it looks on the tripod stand. I'm loving the look. It's very beautiful. Thank you so much. Do remember to subscribe and click that notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.